good morning, my awesome Junior K class and families, and happy Thursday. Today is Thursday, May 21st, 2020. Don't forget, we have our scheduled Zoom meeting tomorrow at 11:30. Letter J, show and tell. Bring 2 or 3 items that start with the J sound, okay? Don't forget about that. Today is going to be a frog facts day. We're going to learn all about frogs, what they look like in real life, and we are going to be reading this story called Frogs. This is a non-fiction text, my friends. That means we are learning real facts or information about frogs. And these are pictures. These are photographs. They're not fake frogs. These are real frogs in the wild. So we're going to learn all about frogs, the frog facts, and then we are going to go over our frog fact writing prompt and our math counting worksheet together. So we're going to learn a little bit about facts about frogs. I'm not going to read this whole book because it's packed full with information. All right, so I'm going to read the first few pages, and there's plenty of facts about frogs that you can take from this book, or you can choose a different fact about a frog that you already knew. So let's dig in. Frogs. This is a Scholastic Reader. We'll learn some information about frogs all around the world, my buddies. How awesome is that? Look, these pictures are just phenomenal. Take a look. These are all frogs in real life, taken a picture of by a photographer. Frogs are found on every continent except Antarctica, where it's really, really cold and all the polar animals live. Remember we learned about polar animals like the polar bear and the hare and all sorts of things that live down there, like the whales. Frogs live on every continent except Antarctica. They live in ponds, rivers, forests, and fields. Some even live in sand dunes. The biggest, the Goliath frog from Africa, is as heavy as a newborn baby. Wow! So friends, usually newborn babies weigh between 6 and 8 pounds. So the biggest frog in the world weighs almost 8 pounds. Can you imagine that? One of the smallest, the gold frog from South America, could sit on the tip of your little finger. Wow, look at the range in size. But big or small, frogs are always easy to recognize. Almost all have long back legs, a large head, big eyes, damp, stretchy skin, and no tails. Remember, when they're an adult frog, they lose their tails, right, friends? Here's a little caption. Frogs are amphibians, which means they lead 2 lives, in water and on land. Many live near ponds and swamps, like this growling grass frog from Australia. This is a growling grass frog. I wish I could jump that far. So that was a lot of facts, my friends, just on that one page. Oh, now we're going to learn a little bit about, that's a toad. We're going to learn a little about toads. Some people are confused about the difference between a frog and a toad, but you do not have to be. A toad is just a kind of frog. It usually has drier skin than other frogs and can live farther from water. It also has shorter legs, so it hops rather than jumps. Toads can live a long time. A pet toad in England was famous for living for 36 years. That's a really long time, buddies. A bullfrog, by comparison, may live for about 20 years in captivity or not living in the wild. So frogs and toads, some of them can live for a very long time. Do you think this is a frog or a toad? You got it, you're right, it's a toad. It has a bumpy texture instead of smooth like a frog, and it's out of the water, and it can stay out of the water longer than a frog. Let's read the caption. Toads are often found in forests or even in backyards. Raise your hand if you've seen a toad. I have. I saw a toad a couple days ago in the dirt. so they live on land. Some people think they look ugly, but toads can produce the most beautiful trilling calls during the springtime. Very cool. I love these pictures. Most frogs are found near ponds, swamps, and other wet places. They need water, but they don't need to drink it. Instead, they absorb it through their skin, even just when sitting on the damp ground. And that's not all. Although frogs have lungs, they breathe through their skin too. A frog can breathe more than half of the oxygen it needs through its skin, but only if the skin is damp or wet. A frog must never dry out or it will die. Oh no, so frogs need water to survive, my friends. To do this, they shed it every so often. They wriggle and arch their backs to split the old skin and roll it off. Wow, that's very interesting, huh? Let's read the caption. Most frogs have large eyes on top of their head so they can see all around and watch for predators. So they have those big eyes like this guy. They have those big eyes so they can look all around and look for predators or other animals that might eat them. This African bullfrog is a baby. You can see how it looks as an adult on page 40. Whoa, so this is a baby bullfrog. We'll have to check it out on page 40 after this to see how big that thing gets. That's crazy. Let's read one more page, okay? Frog skin comes in every color and can even be see-through or transparent. Can you say that? Transparent. Good job. So that's when frogs have see-through skin or transparent, which means you can see right through what's inside the frog. Look at the insides of the glass frog in this photograph. You can see the heart that pumps blood, as well as the stomach, intestines that digest food. Frogs have organs similar to yours. Wow. Frogs have bones like you too, but not as many. While adult humans have 206 bones, frogs have about 159. So they are missing some. Frogs, for example, do not have rib bones. That is one reason they are so good at squeezing through small gaps, like between your fingers when you're trying to hold them. So let's take a close look at this glass frog, friends. See if you can see some pretty cool things through him. Whoa, check that out. You can see his organs. That is too cool. So that's the glass frog, my friends. Let's see if we can turn to page 40 to see what that bullfrog looks like when it's fully grown. And 40. Whoa, it takes up 2 pages. Check this out. Whoa, that's how it looks when it's fully grown or an adult. So those are just some facts about frogs and toads, my buddies. I hope that helped you come up with one special fact about a frog or a toad to do our writing prompt. So here is the work that we have for today. You should have gotten a worksheet that looks like this. This is our writing for today, my friends, okay? This is our frog writing prompt. What I would like you to do is find one special fact or information about frogs or toads and write it in these lines provided, okay? First thing I want you to do, though, is write your name on the bottom line, okay? So number 1, name. Number 2, come up with one special fact that you learned about a frog and write it right here, okay? Make sure you use your finger spaces. Make sure you stretch out those words if you're not sure what word you want to write. And then you can go through and color. Here is what Miss Cunningham's looks like when it was all done. Miss Cunningham even cut it out. If you really want to do that too, it makes it pop. Check this out. So here's my frog fact. I wrote my name on the bottom, Miss Cunningham, and then my fact is there are 2,000 kinds of frogs. So that's my frog fact. And I colored him in. Gave him some black eyes. I colored in, gave him a green body and a red mouth. Now, my Junior K friends, your homework today is I would like you to complete your frog fact writing prompt, and I'd like you to send me a picture of it. Okay, I want to see one fact that you know about frogs. So we have that. Then the other worksheet we have for today is we always have some type of math on Thursdays. And here's our worksheet. It's called Counting at the Pond. So there's all different types of sets, okay? And each set has a special number that you have to count and use your pointer finger. All right, so we'll do the first one together. Let Miss Cunningham get her marker out so you can see. All right, ready? We'll do, which one should we do? Let's do the one at the top. These are little tadpoles, tadpole eggs. Okay, ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 tadpole eggs. So I'm going to attach our number line with this so you can take a look at it to help you with your numbers. A 12 is a 1 and a 2. There we go. That set, done. Don't forget to write your name at the top. Miss Cunningham forgot. So we did the first one together, and then Junior K buddies, you can go ahead and do the other ones on your own, okay? I hope you have a fantastic day, my Junior K buddies, and I am so excited to see you all for letter J show and tell tomorrow. Just so you know, letter J is the last letter of the alphabet. Starting next week, we're going to be doing a review of our capital letters, and then we're going to start getting into sentences. Woohoo! All right, my friends, I hope you have a great day and you're able to get outside. It's supposed to be 80 degrees out today. Have a great day. Miss you. Bye.